Hi guys and girls, I'm Obsidian Ant and welcome to Elite Dangerous Ironman Challenge episode 4. This is where I follow some very strict rules, one of which is the most important, of course, permadeath. If I lose my ship, I lose my save. And of course this isn't all just random craziness. I do have a goal, and that is to get into a Vulture by following the challenge rules. So, as you can see, Cmdr Pompeii III, my third attempt, has now got an eagle, which I obtained at the end of the previous episode. I've outfitted it a little bit with a few upgrades, nothing too major because I haven't got a huge amount of money, but I'm going to go out and look for a resource extraction site to do a little bit of bounty hunting, and I'm just equipping a fuel scoop so that I can get there, because it's going to be a few jumps and the eagle hasn't got a particularly good fuel tank. Okay, with that done, I'm going to find a resource extraction site. There's nothing where I am in this particular system, so I'm just going to have a look around this area. I haven't played extensively around this area for a very long time, so I'm not that familiar with it. I know Kremlin does have a extraction site, but I don't want to go there because I've been playing around there on my other series, so I want somewhere a little bit different. Maybe there, but that looks quite a long way from a station. Oh, this may take a while. Not too bad in the end, just took a few minutes here. I've got a LT7421 to have a look at. A whole bunch of rings there, most of which will probably have extraction sites around them and a good few stations to boot. So off we go. I've been playing with the UI, as you can see. I've changed the colours to blue and I think this looks absolutely gorgeous. It's one of the mods that you can do through a UI file. I'll put the instructions on how to do that below, and I've also started using a colour or a graphic enhancer called SweetFX. This is actually ReShade, a slightly modified version of SweetFX, and that is basically a graphics overhaul mod which we can use. And again, I'll put the link below on how you can do that, and I do think it makes the game look quite a bit different. Very nice in my opinion. So a hop and a skip and a jump and we should be to our system. A few jumps to get there, so I'll probably do a little bit of editing so you don't have to get bored on the way. Now we've got a wanted target, great. Now there's quite a few planets in this system, quite a lot of resource extraction sites, so this turns out to be a very good destination if you want to do bounty hunting. And there's also some stations quite nearby, which means we can return there and hand the bounties in as well. Assuming of course I managed to get any bounties. Just in regards to the editing, there was a little bit I've probably cut out back earlier on the journey down here. I will be uploading a full cut of this play session, which is probably a couple hours long. I won't be making that video open to the public, but I will link it. It'll be an unlisted video, so if you want to see what I've done in between times, there won't be any commentary. I won't be chatting through the whole thing. I'll just simply upload the shadow play rip to YouTube so that you can see what's been going on. That's just basically to make sure you can tell I don't do any cheating in between the cuts, and that I abide by the challenge rules at all times. Very important stuff for this Ironman challenge. So this eagle certainly seems to be doing a better job than the Sidewinder I had previously. I've got 2 pulse lasers on here, and oh, I should have my burst laser bound, but I haven't got that yet. I'll have to remember to do that after this fight, and I would bind that to the secondary trigger so that I can get a little extra burst of firepower when I want it. This guy is playing it safe, isn't he? He's coming in and swooping away. Shields back up. What a nuisance. But we're going to take them back down again. I'm sure this guy's trying to ram me. What do you think? I don't think my shields would take up too much for a ram. Interesting how the pilots of these ships, the NPC pilots, have different tactics. Sometimes they fly right off, don't they? Other times they keep close. They actually do a very good job of keeping close when they want to. Oh, there's something else going on down there as well. I saw some fire in the background. The bigger ships are really the ones I'd like to target because they're worth a lot more money, but I don't really want to have to fight too many of them on my own. This guy's hull is crumpling quite rapidly, isn't it? He's a master. I would have thought he would have had a slightly better hull than this, but never mind. That's good for me and bad for him, I'd say. And despite the fact that he keeps circling around, he's not doing a very good job of hitting me, is he? He hasn't even taken a single ring down of my shields yet. Come on, you're nearly gone. 4%. They seem to circle outside of your range of fire just as you get down to the point of killing them, and his shields are back up again. Come on. How much bounty for you? 20,000? Would be nice. Right, and now I want to get over to this other conflict over there. Hopefully 29,000. That was a lot better than I was expecting. Yeah, hopefully there's a larger ship over here going under attack. Oh no, it's just an eagle. Nonetheless, worth attacking. It's going to be worth a little bit more money. All adds up, doesn't it? All for my quest towards getting the Vulture. I've never actually flown a Vulture yet, and I've flown one briefly on the beta test servers, but I don't actually own one yet. So this will be the first. I may buy one on my other series a little bit later. That's the story series I play with my Commander Obsidian Ant. Hope you actually enjoyed the Trader's Tale, which I had out recently. I'm going to be releasing the next episode in the next week to 10 days or so. That one is called A Hunter's Dream, and there's a second part of a 3-part story. And I will be uploading a special video actually in the next couple of days to talk about that series, and I'm going to need some help from you guys on a particular aspect of it. So I'd like you to get involved, and I'll be telling you all about that very soon. Another 10,000. Now what's going on over here? Please tell me there's going to be some larger ships here, although these smaller ships are quite nice because they're quite quick to kill, aren't they? And means the bounties rack up fairly fast. I've got to watch that I don't clip any of these security forces here, because if I do clip them I'm going to get a bounty, and one of the rules is that I can't pay off any bounties, and if I do end up with a bounty it means I'm going to have to fly somewhere into an independent system probably. I think this is a federal system, isn't it? Right, I've now got that burst laser on, so that should give me a little bit of extra boost when it comes to firing. I doubt that I'll be able to fire all 3 weapons concurrently, or at least for very long if I do, so I'll still concentrate my main fire on my 2 pulse lasers and then use the burst laser for a little bit of extra damage as and when I can. A little bit more conflict going on over there then. I'm trying to boost to regular. I'm still used to my Cobra I've got on the other account, which has quite a high power distributor, so I can keep boosting. Can't do that here, but I've got quite a good power distributor fitted to this one, so I can boost fairly good. Another Cobra then, not too bad. They're certainly taking their time to kill him, the older security forces here, but I'll come over and help you guys out. Don't worry about it, I'll help you out. You know, I've noticed that sometimes these security forces, they take absolutely forever to kill a NPC, and now if I clipped one of these NPCs accidentally, these security forces, and they all turned their weapons on me, do you know what? They'd probably start finishing me off much quicker than they're finishing these NPCs off. I guess they just don't mean it when they attack these people. But anyway, he's nearly gone. Their fire obviously must have helped actually. I was taking the mick out of them, but yeah, he's gone again. So what do we get this time? Come on, another 30,000 would be nice, wouldn't it? Oh, look at that, 33,000. Now, come on, I want a slightly larger ship. Let's get something a little bit more challenging. Not that they're not a challenge when you face them on your own, I guess, but with all the NPC help here, it does make things that little bit easier, and that is one of the main reasons I've made the Ironman challenge rules here, just to make things a little bit more interesting, because I generally don't have too much trouble getting out of the Sidewinder nowadays, and perhaps people can follow this and use it as a slight example of how to get a quick start into the game. You know, I'm in an Eagle with just a 2 hours worth of play, I think it was, and I'm going to be in a Viper or a Cobra for much longer at this rate. I was hoping that Python would be one I could attack, but obviously not. He's here mining. I don't actually know anyone that mines in a Python. Do you mine in a Python? Anyone watching ever mined in a Python? It wouldn't be my first thought, perhaps, but perhaps they are better miners than I actually thought. I would have thought. Of course, all that's going to change when we get Power Play come out and have mining drones and all the rest of it. Mining's going to scale a lot better with new ships. What have we got over here? Looks like something a little bit larger going on. No, I can't see it. Just can see a lot of laser fire. Oh yeah, Federal dropship. That's a little bit better, isn't it? These can actually be worth quite a lot of bounty. As long as he doesn't turn and concentrate all his fire on me, we should be good. I guess really I should think about targeting his subsystems, but I usually only bother doing that with anacondas. I'm not sure how much difference it actually makes when it comes to these medium-sized ships. Usually by the time you've got their power plant down, you can do almost equal amount of damage to their hull anyway. But yeah, he's going down quite fast. A lot of authority vessels around here. You know, occasionally you get in a system where you get a whole load of security forces, but one of them also is an anaconda, and basically you're getting assisted by an anaconda on your kills, and you get the full amount of bounty for it. Now I'm in open play. That's something I've had to make sure I'm doing, because that is one of the rules of the challenge. And obviously there's no... oh no, there is another player here. I was just about to say there's no other players around here, but it looks like there's another player shooting this federal dropship, doesn't it? So perhaps I won't get the bounty here. I was just making the assumption that I was going to be in for a huge reward on this particular ship. They can be anything up to 100,000 on a dropship like this, but maybe I won't get it because the other guy is going to be shooting it as well. So I think it's last hit wins when it comes to fighting it out with another player. Oh, there's more combat going off in the distance as well, so either way, regardless of what happens here, I'll be zipping off over to the other conflict in a moment. Am I going to get this? Please let me have it. Be a very nice bounty if so. Am I? No. Oh well, that would have been nice, but not to be. Not to worry, I guess. Let's see what's going on over here. A lot of laser fire again, but it looks like just a small ship. A Viper, not too bad really. These ones are the ships that actually give me the most hassle in the game. I've fought these with Cobras and with Eagles and even my Asp, although when I fought an Asp generally I make short work of them. But that said, Vipers seem to be some of the toughest ships in the game. They certainly can pack a punch, and they strip my shields away, usually very, very quickly, but getting a lot of help here, so it's gone. And one more over here, probably a wing of small ships. I'm going to take these out and then I'll have a look at how much bounty I've got. I think we'll see where we're actually at. Now that's the authority vessel. What are you shooting at, mate? Something over here. Oh, an adder. Poor little adder. They don't stand that much chance really, do they? Although they make fairly good combat ships, I guess, if you're low on funds. Although I do prefer an Eagle when you're low on funds. Very cheap ship, very cheap to outfit as well, and they can do quite a bit of damage as long as you evade, as long as you play it evasively and avoid the enemy fire. You generally will be alright. Not a small bounty there. Well, okay, let's see what else there is around here. I'm just going to step in very quickly for a little bit of post-editing and commentary here. I've been flying around quite a bit doing some combat here, and actually moved to another ring a few times, just looking for some better targets. So there's probably around about half hour or so of combat I've actually cut out here. But again, if you're interested, that will be in the full video if you want to see it. That's the video without commentary that I'll upload a little bit later. Anyway, for now, we'll get back to my in-game commentary. Another Cobra. Unfortunately, no more large targets since that federal dropship then, but there we go. Let's take this one on. Oh, actually, there's a wing of 3 there, isn't there? Let's wait and see if the system security forces get over here and help out a little bit. I don't fancy taking on 3 Cobras all at once. Wouldn't be such a good idea, would it? What sort of ship do you reckon you'd need to take on 3 Cobras anyway? Right, here we go. I might have actually started shooting a little bit early there. I wanted to get the first shot in, even though it was a little bit unnecessary. He's got no shield, that Cobra. I didn't pay attention. Did he have no shield initially? Oh, crikey, I'm half taking some damage here. Getting distracted. Let's try and get behind these asteroids. I might be able to negate some of the fire here. I've nearly lost my shields. I have lost my shields, and damn, look at how much damage that's taking. I think we're going to have to get out of here. I don't want to lose this guy. Oh, get a bit of bounty. I don't want to lose this commander yet. He's doing really well at this point, and it'd be a damn shame to lose the save already, wouldn't it? Let's just see if we can swing back around and... No, I'm going to have to get out of there. I was thinking I might have to get out of there, but I've nearly gone. Missile. This one's going to finish me off if this hits. Come on, get me out of mess lock. Right. Let's go. Let's go. What's inhibiting me? I guess they're too close, aren't they? Oh, I thought it was going to be a slow charge rate there. Oh, not too bad. I thought I was finished there. Well, I guess that could have gone a lot worse than that. What's that? You ever get that glitch where you get the white dot on your screen? Let's see what station I can go to. I don't really want to go to a main one that I'm wanted at, I guess. Yeah, we should be able to go there. Right. I don't want to go to a large station where I'm wanted, because obviously that's going to risk security forces scanning me. Although usually I don't have a problem. I don't really want to take the risk at the moment. So yeah, I'm wanted with the local federation there. And I can't pay off my bounties, can I? So I'm not allowed to repair this Eagle, so I guess I'll be changing the ship sooner than I'd anticipated. And I can't pay off those bounties, which means I'm probably going to have to go to an independent system then. Anyway, let's go and get docked. Right, might have taken a bit of a risk coming to this station, but I needed to come to the one where the bounties are payable. That's the bounties that I can claim, not the bounties that I have to owe. Pay attention, I'm not watching where I'm going here and nearly get myself another fine there. Right, try again. Right, landing pad 43. Oh, and now we're getting scanned. So they shoot me if they see I've got a bounty. I'm wanted at this particular station anyway we're in, so they can't see me now. With the bounties I've actually just got, and with the value of the ship itself, I should have enough to buy myself a Cobra. I was thinking I'd go for a Viper next, but if I can, I'll get the Cobra. Let's see how much I've got. Bear in mind, I mustn't click on repair, and I mustn't click on pay bounty, must I? So that's what I have to owe, and this is what I'm going to claim. Yeah, nice tidy sum there. Bring me up to 200,000 plus the value of my ship. I should have enough to get a Cobra with some change, I think. Right, that's assuming they sell a Cobra here. I hope they do. I don't really want to start doing a run around for that. Oh no, there we go. There was a Cobra. Let's go back. Federal dropship would be nice, wouldn't it? And yeah, I've got enough to buy that. The button isn't greyed out. Don't know how much that's going to leave me though. I'm just thinking about the ability of buying weapons. Yeah, okay. What does that leave me? At about 40,000-50,000, does it? Let's try anyway. One Cobra coming up. And this with my Ironman challenge rules. So not a bad feat after all in all. That's straight from 1,000 credits and a Sidewinder all the way up to a Cobra without losing the ship once, and without doing any repairs, and without paying any bounties. So pretty good, and of course no gimbal weapons used either. So it just shows it can be done, but whether I can get into a Vulture is anyone's guess. But certainly getting to the point now where I won't be happy about deleting this save. Right, no paint jobs on this particular save. I'll be getting one of those in due course then. So I can't afford class 2 weapons. A little bit of a shame, but I guess I've been flying with class 1 weapons at any rate, so 4 class 1 weapons is a little bit better than the 3 that I've been using. And it won't take many bounties to be able to afford to come back and buy myself a better weapon. I do want a chaff launcher. Can't use shield cell banks. I can use shield boosters. I didn't put that down as a thing I can't use. I just think cell banks, I do like using cell banks. I've got nothing against them. I use them all the time on my other saves, but they do make things that little bit easier. So yeah, look, I can get a little bit more money anyway by selling all this stuff. Let's see what else I can do. Can I get a shield generator? Probably not. It's a little bit of a nuisance really. I'm in a Cobra. I did want to get in a Cobra, but I'm in one way earlier than I really wanted to. And no, which means I'm not going to be able to outfit it all that well. Perhaps I should have gone for a Viper. It would have given me more money to equip it, but you know, the downside to that is the Viper doesn't have a very good hull, and without the ability to have shield cell banks, it's quite possible the shield will get stripped away very, very rapidly. So as the way things currently stand, I'd much rather have a ship with a stronger hull than a ship with a stronger shield, although best would be good. Strong shield is fine, I can use shield cell boosters, but anyway, it looks like I can afford the one of the hull reinforcement packages there. Just whether I should go for the cheaper one or the more expensive one. I've got 28,000, so I can afford the 28,000 reinforcement package. Let's have a look at that for the second anyway. I don't have to worry about rebuy cost, do I? Because if I lose the ship, I lose a save, so there is that. Actually, thinking about it a bit, I'm going to need a fuel scoop, aren't I? Because I can't stand this system because I've now got a bounty on my head. And I'm going to need a fuel scoop to try and travel along a little bit. Let's settle that and see how much the fuel scoops actually cost. I know you can get them really cheap, but I don't want the worst one because it takes absolutely forever to fill up. Well, perhaps the worst one is the only one I can afford. How about if I... yeah, look, 4,000. How about if I sell the hull reinforcement package and then buy one of a slightly lower spec? Might even be able to buy 2 of them at a slightly lower spec, unless there's anything else I can get rid of. No, we get rid of that, I think. And we go for the one, it was around about 12,000, I think, wasn't it? Yeah, 2 of them would be 24,000. That would leave me enough for the fuel scoop as well, wouldn't it? Yeah, so we'll settle that, and we get the cheaper one. I could just replace it, couldn't I? We get the 12,000 one of them, I think. Where is it? Yeah, there's nothing else there to get. So yeah, we definitely that's the way to go, isn't it? One of them, and then the 4,000 credit fuel scoop. There was one slightly cheaper. I think it was 4,000, wasn't it? Don't want that one. Yeah, oh, it was 5,000. Oh no, 4,000. Good. So we get that, and what does that leave us? Oh, maybe enough to get another hull reinforcement package. Like I said, I don't mind being left without any credits because obviously I don't need any. Okay then, right, next thing I'm going to quit out and go buy some skins because I'm a little bit vain. There we go, one quick purchase later and we've got some vibrant skins. Question is, what colour do we want? You know, on the website they all look a little bit too bright, but in game, well, yellow perhaps looks a little bit bright, but on the website they all look very bright, and in game they look pretty reasonable. I do like the red, but I've already got the red on another Elite Dangerous series. I think I might go for orange actually. Not bad, is it? Although I do like the blue as well. We'll go with the new blue UI I'm using. Purple. Now let's go for orange. Orange looks good, doesn't it? Okay then, next up I need to find an independent system to go and do a little bit more bounty hunting in, because I've got bounty on my head and I'm not allowed to pay it off, so I can't stay where I am. So let's filter these by, well, I guess I can go to Alliance or Empire, can't I? Just don't want to stay anywhere where the Federation are, because they're going to shoot me. Yeah, this might be the one. Ross 720. Yeah, as long as there's some systems, planets with rings there, then I can get extraction sites, and they're all independent, so there shouldn't be any federal security forces in that system. So that is the destination then. Only a couple of jumps. Didn't need the fuel scoop after all, did I? Actually, it's only one jump. Well, not to worry, I've got it. I actually got two hull reinforcement packages. Maybe they're better than the one. Anyway, let's head out. An eagle. Is this going to be our first fight in this system then? Yep, it looks like it. Let's just make sure I've set the fire group there for the other weapons. Nearly forgot that. Okay, so an eagle shouldn't be too much of a problem. Oh, that said, look how fast he's stripping away the shields. I haven't even got him yet. That's the trouble with fixed weapons. It takes a little bit of time to try and aim them and get them overhead. With a gimbaled weapons, I'd actually have him down quite a bit already. But I guess that is all part of what I'm trying to do here. I suppose that's the other side of fixed weapons, isn't it? It's okay for targets that don't move too fast. A little bit of a nuisance for targets like the Eagle, which can spin circles around you, especially when you're in a Cobra, which hasn't got the best hardpoint placements to start with. Or something else going off over in the distance. I'm nearly losing my shields, worrying about what's going over in the distance. Well, let's try and get away. My chaff is not working for some reason. Why is my chaff not working? I've got enough system energy. Oh, bloody hell. Let's put some pips back into systems. Or let's get out of here a bit first. I'm going to have to manually launch those chaffs. My chaff key doesn't seem to be working for some reason. Oh, I know. The key become unbound. A couple of saves back, a couple of sessions back. For some reason, I lost all the bindings to my HOTAS, and I had to rebind everything. And I guess the chaff is one of the keys I forgot to bind, and that's not doing me a lot of good now. I'm going to have to manually switch between weapons and shoot off some chaff here. This is not going well for my first fight in my Cobra, is it? What an embarrassment it would be to lose a Cobra this early on. I don't really want to run, but that may be what I have to do. I really do not want to lose the save this far in. I've made really good progress here. Okay, we're doing a little bit better. Let's fire off some chaff in a minute. There we go. can't get his shields down. I guess he is a little bit too fast for me. I probably should have gone for the Viper after all, shouldn't I? I'm going to have to run. What an embarrassment. First fight and I've got to run. Well, at least we made it out of there. Safe enough. Okay. Let's fix that. Let's fix that binding. What's it under? Is it under miscellaneous, is it? Throttle, flight landing overrides. What a nuisance. I bought a chef specifically for that, but then again he might have been using fixed weapons, so it might not have helped much anyway. Where is it? Miscellaneous, ship lights, cargo scoop, landing gear, shield cells, chaff launcher. Okay, bound. I don't know why that happened that time. I just loaded up the game and everything wasn't working with my HOTAS. I had to rebind everything. Complete nuisance. Well, everything aside from the chaff button, it would seem. Let's go back to the extraction site here and get some more bounties in. Hopefully I'll do a bit better this time. Well, after a little while back at the extraction site, I decided to call it a day. I've got about 60,000 credits from that last bout and didn't really want to risk it any further. Already down a little bit more than I wanted to be in terms of hull, so I think this is a good place to call it a day. But Cmdr Pompeii III seems to be doing quite well, doesn't he? Maybe we will be able to get him into a Vulture. Now, if you have enjoyed watching the video, please do leave a like. It really does help this channel grow. And before I do go, let's have one last look at that Cobra. Not bad for a day's work, is it? As always, thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys and girls next time. This has been Obsidian Ant, signing off.